Can you hear me, Dan?
Yeah, I gotcha.
So, what's tonight's performance to say about the depth and versatility of this offense? With
Well,
so many people involved.
I think guys did a great job. We talk about guys being prepared when their number's called to come in and perform and make plays. I think that's such a huge deal for us. And a lot of times, next guy up mentality, come in and go make plays. And you're down. Kyle Pitt's a great playmaker, but Gamble and Zipper step up and have really good games. The wideouts, did a really nice job, and Kyle Trask did a really good job distributing the ball, not getting panicked, taking what they were going to give us all night. They play that, they played a lot of dime, 3 down, soft dime defense, and that's not where you're going to get explosive play after explosive play. You're going to have to kind of execute your way down the field, and we were able to do that most of the night.
Mark Long.
Did you kind of see this coming in terms of the offense has been very explosive and efficient, and if you didn't turn it over, you knew this kind of big number was capable?
Well, yeah. Well, I think every game's very different. I know you guys look at things and say, okay, well, but why didn't we score more points sometimes in the second half, or why didn't we do this? Well, you're playing to the game, and these guys are a super up tempo, a great second half team that have come back and won a lot of games. So, we knew that we needed to score in the second half, not just control the tempo of the game and the clock and pin them deep, because they were gonna, they hit a bunch of explosive plays and could score in a hurry. So we needed to, it's not really, hey, we got to keep the foot on the gas. We needed to keep scoring offensively. There's other games where we've really kind of changed the tempo of the game and maybe slowed it down with a big lead and played a different field position. But a lot of things depends on who your opponent is and what they're doing and how you want to play the game out.
And then secondly, real quick, you said on ESPN today, you hinted that Pitts may not be available next week. Did he have surgery on his nose?
Yeah, he had a nose surgery. I don't. Yeah, it was something they had to have a surgery within his nose. So he'll be out again this week. And we're hoping to have him back. The following week after that.
Dewey.
Hey, Dan, it looked like early in the game you guys were trying to establish the run to kind of maybe force them to come up and be able to throw the ball, and you had great success doing that. Was that kind of the plan?
Well, you're coming in, you didn't know how they're going to play us. They played us in a lot of dime defense, with 3 down linemen, 2 backers, 6 DBs in the game. And so I think they kind of came in with a mindset of stop the pass first, or we're going to kind of drop everybody, make you really have to execute, not give up explosive plays, and keep it in front of us. Which is a pretty good plan. And but we came out when we saw that, that was what they were going to do. We kind of transitioned to trying to be a little bit more run. To establish run, because they're giving you the run numbers advantage. So I think Kyle did a good job, and the offensive staff did a good job of getting us into play calls to attack what they were doing defensively.
And are you kind of glad this week's over, the whole Felipe Bowl stuff?
Oh, hey, you know what? If you look at these, I'm really proud of him. To come in here in this type of environment, he was 15 of 19 for 250 and 2 touchdowns. I thought Felipe played pretty well at times. We got after him. Our guys, I think there are some guys that were excited to hit him, have been waiting for years to hit him, and they got to go hit him a couple times. But I think that team came in here. You watch them; they didn't give up, continued to battle, scored 35 points against us. I know, but one of those at the end right there. The twos gave up, but it shows that what their program, they're going to continue to battle, continue to fight. We knew that coming in of. What Sam was, I know he couldn't be here tonight, but I know Barry really well, and you see the personality that team has. They're going to have toughness and mental toughness to go fight, and that doesn't surprise you when they have Felipe at quarterback, that he's able to go in there. You don't see a guy that really just shows up on campus as a grad transfer and becomes the team captain. And that just shows the type of character and the person he is, and the success they're having, I think, has a lot to do with his leadership.
Thanks.
Dennis.
Edgar, are you out hunting or something? What the heck are you? you have a hat on and look like flannel and like a camo mask.
Hey,
Can you
Dan,
guys see this
shave
or
off
what?
all you-
Are you
shave
like
off
are you
all
like
your
in a
hair
are you in
and
like a duck hole somewhere right now or what?
I love it.
Hey,
Shave
Dennis,
off all your hair and come talk to me.
Dennis, you're on mute. You can go for it.
He's not the Heisman front runner right now. What was that he need at this point in the season? And how do you explain his loyalty from high school to college? Just explain how he was in the situations he was.
Well, I think Kyle shows the character that he has, and it's one of the great learning things for people, and which is, in what he was able to do. In high school, he probably could have transferred, done something, stuck it out with his team, and helped his team, was really successful, got an opportunity to go to college. Really graduated and could have been a grad transfer leaving here. And stuck it out, and all of a sudden his number was called, and you see he was completely prepared for the moment his number was called. And from that moment forth, he's done nothing but continue to work even harder to continue to prepare even more. In today's world, you look at guys, the transfer portal, like it's not going well. I want to jump in the transfer portal. In college football, but you look in life. As soon as things don't go well, I want to quit. I want to leave. I want to try something new. I want to give up. Instead of, you know what, I'm going to continue to prepare because when my moment comes, I'm going to be ready for that moment. If that's not one of the greatest life lessons you can ever learn, I don't know what is. And he should be, really is an example for anybody and an unbelievable success story of preparing for my moment. And when I got my opportunity, I took full advantage of it. And it just shows. And it shows with his performance every single week that he's had during this season. Even all the way back to last year. You're muted, Dennis.
If he's been through this before, is he the run around? What does that even mean to the point?
Well, I don't know if it's a front runner. I don't get a vote, so
Yeah.
you can say. I think you have a vote, so if you want to say that, that's awesome. I don't get one, so I can't say that. He doesn't have one, so he don't really. It's neither of us have any say on that. So. But I think this, we've been around this before. I think, and you know what, he's a mature kid that understands it. What he's got to do is prepare for Vanderbilt and get ready to have a great game next week. And anything beyond that is kind of a colossal waste of time right now. Right? If we'll see if you want to be involved in those awards, I think that the more success teams have sometimes, the more individual awards come. And and so I think. If we keep being successful as a team and keep making plays, he's going to have the opportunity to get individual awards, just like a Kyle Pitts or an Evan McPherson. A lot of times with the team success and guys do really well, individual awards come along with those.
Yankee.
Yeah, Coach, that first flea flicker where Kyle sort of scooped up the bad lateral and kept his composure and completed the 43-yard pass. Can you sort of speak to his composure and his unflappability?
Well, I didn't see that. I was watching the read downfield, so I didn't know he had to scoop it up. But that's a good job then by him. I think it is. But I also think in those situations it shows kind of maybe his maturity, his understanding of the offense, his understanding of timing of what's going on, and knowing you have a flea flicker. I got a little bit of time. I know what routes guys are running. I know what time they're going to develop. So, all of a sudden it comes back and I got to scoop it up. It slowed the timing down, but it's a slower timing play, so I don't have to panic at that situation. So he, I thought he did an excellent job managing that situation. If he did, both, I think we were able to run. We ran 2 flea flickers, and he did a good job on both of them.
Thanks.
Christian.
Coach, can you talk about that moment was like between you and Felipe at the end of the game?
Well, it was awesome. I'm so proud of what he's done. And I think he knows, how much we love him, how much, he was a part of this program and helping us build to where we are. He's a Gator. He's a Gator. He played here, helped us win New Year's Six Bowl here. Helped us to a top 10 finish. He's a Gator alum and a graduate. And so, it's great to see him. And I'm really proud of what he's doing. And I'm really happy for him in the success he's having this year. because I tell you what, he's having a great year and leading to a team that people didn't expect a lot out of into having a great year.
Thank you, Coach.
Cassie, go ahead.
Hey, Dan. Oh, wait. Yeah, I'm off mute. 3 hurries, 4 sacks, and then the Carter fumble return, which was kind of a lumbering big man touchdown return there. But how much did the pass rush just play a part tonight?
Well, I think it was huge because if you look at the numbers with Felipe being 15-19, he was on tonight. But one of the things we wanted to do is kind of get after him and knock him off a rhythm. I don't know, we knocked him off a rhythm, but we were able to keep them behind the chains at times with our pass rush. And I thought defensively, like I said, I think we're going to go back at this film and watch defensively, even though there's certain numbers that aren't going to look great on film. But defensively, there's going to be a lot of really good defensive plays for us to build off of, and then some critical errors that we got to get fixed and explosive plays that we can't give up.
And then Trey Grimes tonight, 2 touchdowns. I think he was one of the leading receivers, especially on a night without Kyle Pitts. What can you just kind of say about what he brought?
Well, it was great. I think, coming into the game, they how they did it, you knew you were down Kyle Pitts, but we were going to still run our offense. How they were playing us. To be honest with you, coming into the week, we thought, hey, how they're going to – we thought they could come out and play us in that kind of softer zone, that we could get to our outside receivers, would be a little bit bigger factor than in some other games. And, and they were. You look at Grimes with 2 touchdowns, Copeland with a touchdown, Shorter with a touchdown, so you're kind of KT didn't get one tonight, but they were kind of playing that zone and keeping everybody inside to take him away, and our outside guys went and made plays.
Oh, and then I forgot to ask, do you give yourself time off tomorrow to watch the final round?
No, unfortunately. That's the one bad thing. I watched today because we had some time today. So I got to watch some of it today. I don't know if we're as efficient as Dustin Johnson was. To be perfectly honest with you, we got to strive for that efficiency today because that was a show he put on.
You should talk to your boss.
Huh? I will say this. I think it's really cool, and it just shows. What a special deal that the chair. The chairman's done an unbelievable job up there of getting the tournament on and making it happen, Chairman Ridley, and it is. You show what a special thing in sports in America the Masters is.
Close with Zach.
Hey, Dan, can you just talk about your moment with Kyle there at the end of the first half? He gets up to 5 touchdowns, and, instead of giving him a pat on the back, you're still coaching him up.
Yeah, I think I do remember. I'm trying to remember what the misread was. He missed a read in there. So, I'm not the greatest pat on the back guy all the time, especially in games. I'm coaching up. I'm kind of a perfectionist of what, hey, these are things. I want us to be, exact in everything that we're doing. But I encourage, say, hey, this was really good, but this is something you missed, or we got to fix this, and you could have done this in this situation.
Just one more. How did this situation compare to, when you played against Tebow and also played against Fitzgerald?
It's similar, in those ways. I guess, the one thing that's different, you're playing against one guy in that situation. In this situation today, you're just playing against Felipe. We come back and played against Tebow, but you're playing, Tebow obviously is special, but you're playing against a Florida team that you had just, you'd been coaching for 4 years and you left. And, especially the offense as the offense coordinator, and then Mississippi State, that you can't even compare the two, you know what I mean? Because you recruited, the head coach, you recruited every guy on that team. So I'm really proud of Felipe and what he did, but you can't compare that when you're talking about, being proud of the one guy out there in the field and then being, knowing that you help recruit almost every one of those guys to that team. So that was just very, very different.
Thanks, Dan.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, guys. Have a great night. Go Gators.